Let's go. I saw the subscription notification came through right as we were going live. Welcome, my friends, to another day of Marvel Snap. We are launching our first co-streamer, multi-stream, going to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So I'm really excited for what we're going to be able to do today and see how things turn out. Allow me to post on the YouTube. And there we are. Notification sent out to the subscribers that they can join the party over on Twitch. Trying to broaden our streaming horizons from just the YouTube commune is what our message is going out as. And we're going to see how this goes. Very excited. Also very excited for what we're going to be able to play today. Okay, let's see. I think that I need to update my deck overlay. So, in absence of it being... here we go. We are going to hide the deck list. Good thing negative decks are dead. Sick of seeing them 80% of the time, Sham. Ooh. And what is this we are playing right now? Right as Sham speaks, what are we playing? Is this a counterpoint to Sham's post in the chat? Good to see you on the stream, Sham. Glad you were able to find us. I think Mr. Negative is not dead. Not nearly. I think that he is still actually one of the best decks to be able to climb with. But I'm willing to hear counterpoints from the chat. Yes, we have a follow. Thank you. Urko, you are the first follower to the Twitch channel. Congratulations. Your name will go down in infamy as being the pinnacle, the cornerstone of our community. Urko is like, I didn't want that kind of weight on my shoulders. Oh, we have no plays until we get Mr. Negative out. I mean, I could actually play... I think I play Mystique just to pick up the 5 from Nidavellir. And the reason that I do that is because we don't have a cheap Wong or Iron Man to be able to get Mystique to copy. So Mystique really doesn't have another purpose. We don't have enough turns or energy to be able to sneak her out there. Come on, Rogue. I need Rogue to steal away the Wong before they do something crazy. Let's get them. Oh, no. Urko, it's going great. Glad to see you joining the stream. Okay. Okay, this is where things start to get tight, right? But there's opportunities there. Why am I playing the unholy deck? Because this is our modified version of the deck. This is the deck that isn't so disgusting. This deck's really fun. Let's see here. Adref, hello Teddy. We fought yesterday. The IGN. You're the square using the Fiore profile. Okay, I was about to ask, what is your in-game username? Because I would have definitely recognized if your normal username was over on the game side of things. And they play Magic for us. But they cancel out the power that we were generating over there. That seems like a intelligent play on their part. At the same time, it gives us the opportunity to be able to start sneaking in here with an Ironheart Wolfsbane to buff this side up. Get the Wolfsbane in to buff up this side. We might have a chance. We might have a chance. I didn't put the card list on the stream because I got so excited that we were multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously that I launched it without updating it. So we're going to get that there. I'm here to watch Teddy try to win with this deck, crash or burn. Yeah, there might be more burning than I had initially hoped, but we'll give it our best go. If we go Ironheart here, we get the double buffs to be able to put them on the Iron Man, and that has to be enough. After they shut down our power here, we were shut out. But now what are they going to play? Are they just going to play Gambit and kill everything? Honestly, they could, and the opponent has snapped. That doesn't bode well for us being able to climb. But we can still go Magic Wolfsbane. I mean, honestly, this is not so bad. And we should undo that so that we get the Bishop out first, right? Bishop comes out, Ironheart comes down, Magic, Wolfsbane, and end. We're going to pay the price in the cubes to see how they beat us here. Is it the Gambit? It's the Ironheart. Well... we might be here for a little while, guys. The magic nerf seems okay, but I wish they had changed it So it can't change the location to limbo on turn 6 rather than be a dead card? Interesting. You know, that is a fair point, because she literally cannot be played past turn 6, right? Or actually, she could be played on turn 7. But yeah, she just becomes a dead card in hand, and especially for negative when she gets flipped. It is interesting. It could be, I think, a little bit of a cleanup. And we just get to keep on sitting here, guys. Urko's agreeing with Sham. Yeah. Well, so that's how they decided to beat us. Now we get ours. Not nearly as large as theirs. Up to 20. Yeah, we are so far away. The Wolfsbane triggers twice. Trolling yesterday and using Exodia combo with goblins to make your enemy hear the annoying laugh. Does the Omega Red tentacle slap still bug the game out so that he slaps infinitely? Wait, so you would build the Exodia and then just have the goblin fly back and forth for like 2 minutes? That's incredible. Honestly, we didn't lose that one by that much. That's the crazy. I think Mr. Negative can get in there. If we'd had Rogue, we would have been able to shut him up, but we didn't. Okay, now we need our deck overlay up. Grab our daily. Hopefully, we hit 90 so that we can get things updated. Okay. So then snip me. Collection. Yes, take me to collection. This is our modified Mr. Negative. We have cut Sarah. I know, it's blasphemy to cut one of the strongest cards in the game. But with the change in the interaction of magic, I don't think that Sarah is the way Mr. Negative wants to go. Instead, what we are relying on is a little bit more early tempo and really leaning into getting Negative out there early. Now I have to update you as well. Why can't you remember the location that I want to pull you from, Streamlabs? Deck list? The deck list. Done. There, updated. So we've brought back Psylocke, we've brought in Jubilee to be able to thin the deck, hit one of our 4 drops on turn 3, and we have the Wong and the Bishop to give us a prayer if we don't hit Negative effectively. Hoping for more vids on Manor Lords. It's like SimCity, but 1,000 years ago. You love it, Sham. We are definitely going to try and get some more out there. I don't know what they're going to do with the demo. If they let the demo continue past the Steam Next Fest, I will definitely be coming back to it and maybe doing something with the difficulty cranked up, build some new cities, test out some new areas. It was really fun to be able to dabble in it. And I'm glad that you appreciate it. Okay. We want to play our Psylocke. Jotunheim. Jotunheim could be a little bit sticky for us. We'll see how do we work around the Jotunheim. And they are playing a Patriot deck. As long as we can find Rogue, we can be able to stop them. Well, we don't find Rogue, but we get Wong Mystique, which is pretty good anyway. Probably play them to Sewer System so that there is more of a runway for them, because I would love to play both Ironheart and Wolfsbane. But honestly, just the Ironheart on a Wong Mystique lane is quite good for us. And this tells me that the opponent is just a bot, so we snap to try and climb harder. What have you guys... How many people in chat have already hit Infinite? And what was your climbing method of choice? I'm very curious. They've got the Wolfsbane. Okay, now I don't know what they're doing. Why would you... I mean, Wolfsbane makes sense because they're generating so many tokens, but the token generation is usually better just to pair up with the Patriot. And now we're ahead in Jotunheim. Do we just let it keep on burying them, or do we... Yeah, probably just let it keep on burying them. It feels like it would be to our advantage. Because we could have turned it off with the magic. Try your deck with Gambit many games, and you turn and win games. I love it. You hit it the day with the Nexus featured location, you're able to abuse the Nexus to the win. Stuck at 70. Yeah, I feel you, Sham. I mean, it's sweaty climbing up at the beginning of the season. Gonna grind next week. Yeah. It's all a matter of how much you play, really. Rather than necessarily... I mean, so the people, like, there's not a direct correlation to infinite and skill. But there is a large correlation to infinite and how much time you give to the game. Which I really hope in the future with full release they start to smooth out. 75 hard whoopins. Oh, no. Okay, so they're playing the Blue Marvel, Mystique, Patriot. Next week is the official release. It is the 18th. So depending on how you're dividing your weeks. Yeah, next week we'll hold the official release on Tuesday. Knowing when to fold is the most... Yeah, which I am terrible. I'm terrible at folding on stream, especially. I climb much better off of stream. Because on stream, I'm like, oh, it's next turn, I'll go read the chat. And it never turns out well for me. Okay. Iron Man. Yes, we did snap. We're so far ahead. What are we worried about? An Onslaught. An Onslaught slotting into the sewer system. But I think we've got the best play lined up right here. Khazar. I have tried to build this deck with the Blue Marvel, the Khazar. I don't have Patriot. Maybe that's what I was missing. Maybe that's the sauce I was missing. But it just wasn't working for me when I was trying to play it out. Yes, that is a thick Wolfsbane. That is a 24-point Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane decided to just be the Infinite. It's entertainment value to gamble all your cubes for us to watch. Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to sandbag. I try to give, like, real competitive gameplay because I know, like, if somebody joins the stream who's a newer player, I want them to see that, like, you know, this is how you can climb when you expand your collection. But, yeah. It is also so much fun just to watch how things play out and kind of learn what the opponent is doing. I've had a couple games where, like, right after the opponent beats me with something I haven't seen before, I go build the deck, and then I've got to play it myself. Apparently you can be whatever you want, as long as your location buddy is Wong. Exactly. Infinite, Giganto, whatever you want. Ooh, up against the Deadpool. I can't wait to be able to collect Deadpool. Guys, I'm missing these key cards. I don't have Deadpool. I don't have Patriot. This has locked me out of so many decks that I would love to experiment with. They get Limbo, so we don't have to play Magic ourselves, which is quite good for us. Never wrong to play Wong. Wong is so good. I can't believe that Wong has not been hit by any balance changes yet, honestly. I mean, he's not as big a carry as Sarah used to be in the deck with the old interaction with Sarah and Magic, but Wong is so good. Wong and Mystique both. I feel like Mystique needs to go up in cost to 4, and Wong should probably be a 0 power. But then it gets even better in the Mr. Negative deck. That's where the Mr. Negative makes balancing this game so interesting. Because in other situations, it's just an easy formula of powerful ability, tone down the power on the card itself. But with Negative around, it's not that simple. We could throw the Jubilee in, but then she clogs up the location, and I probably want Iron Man to be able to win it a little later. So let's just throw Jubilee over here to the Murder World. Spread out some power. And now we need to think about how we can lock down Baxter Building to be able to take the win and get the distributed buffs. We get the Wolfsbane. It thins the deck, it's something. Bishop. Bishop is okay for us. We can go... Well, we could play... Yeah, I think we want to get the Bishop started. Get the Bishop started and then play the Sunspot. Honestly, do we play the Sunspot, the Baxter Building as well? Probably, we do. Negative power for Mr. Negative. It's kind of lore accurate. I hope they buff Hulk, since Android players are getting a free variant. What does the variant look like? Have they shown what the variant looks like? But what, do you want Hulk up to a 13? Do you think that's okay? I mean, I don't know. It's an interesting idea of if Hulk should be more powerful or not. I think we go straight to, well, do we show our hand with the Iron Man? We don't really have any other plays other than letting Sunspot buff up. And I'm sorry for the beeping. The beeping is Baxter building. It beeps incessantly. Zola incoming or Taskmaster? Yeah, for sure. They've got the big Deadpool here. Interesting that they would put the big Deadpool up.
Iron Man.
Yeah, so do you do Zola? I mean, if you could have Magic... So what's the game plan is Magic, Zola, Deadpool, right? Because Zola will destroy Deadpool and distribute him, and then you have another more powerful Deadpool to play on turn 7? That's kind of insane, right? Okay, so we're winning. What is their finisher? It's Death? We have to be able to defeat Death? And I don't think we can. We have no way to be able to stack power because we didn't draw our Ironheart. We didn't draw... we got Wolfsbane, but we got it too early with the Jubilee. Honestly, just passing and letting the Sunspot get larger is viable. Depends on what they want to flip. Do they want to flip Murder World? It's tight. There's the Zola on the Deadpool. Yep, whoever called Zola was perfect. Okay, I don't know why Streamlabs is getting on Sham. Let's see, it looks like the Hawkeye variant that we got for free. Okay, so the Hulk's gonna look like the Hawkeye variant. At least they're giving something. Yeah, at least they're giving something for the collectors.
Victory.
Oh, did the opponent not realize that Zola is 0? If you're going to play the Zola, you have to play something behind him in this kind of situation. You weren't gonna win Baxter building. I feel like my opponent went into that one with eyes wide open that they were gonna lose and just kept going. Mystique on 7 power? They should make him 2 energy and it would actually be a massive buff for Deadpool so that he's not destroyed by Killmonger. But you want him destroyed, you want Deadpool destroyed by Killmonger yourself, right? I should have played Iron Man last. Yeah, I probably should have played Iron Man last. Yeah, Streamlabs is just flipping. Look, Streamlabs is like the bland version of Nightbot. They're still trying to catch up. They don't know what's going on. Oh, man. Though the fun thing is in YouTube chat, if Streamlabs is here, you guys are earning loyalty points. They have like twitched the YouTube. You get loyalty points for the channel for watching. You can type exclamation point points in the chat and they'll give you an update on how many points you have. And it's kind of an experimental feature, but I'm trying to figure out the best things that we can do later on. We can run like betting polls on if we're going to win the match or like how many cubes we're going to win, and you can bet your points on that and do things like this. And then the end dream would be that we could Pops, what's up? Glad you were able to find it. Let's go. Thank you for the subscription. Moonchild, thank you for subscribing. Oh, we got that, Mr. Negative. Let's go. I don't know, you were timed out. Your message was fine. Yeah. But as a destruction deck, you have more ways to smack Deadpool other than Killmonger. You do, and it does mean that then the opponent's Killmonger can clear it at the very end of the game, and the Elektra can clear it at any point. It is interesting. Okay. What is the line? We've got the Mr. Negative. We pulled the Mystique. We can pull the Iron Man, which would be really great. The Scorpion feels a little bad. Kingpin is not ongoing, is he? No. So we can't take that away with the Rogue. Well, then Rogue would still kind of apply it. I don't like any of my options. Let's try the Jubilee and see, what are we gonna pull? Here's the, yeah, Jubilee Casino, because, please, I'm at a loss. The problem is that if we pull either Iron Man or Wong... Hold on, guys. So if Jubilee pulls... Well, now it's moot. But chat can still help me out. Chat, if Jubilee had pulled Wong, would Mystique copy Wong? What time is it on my side of the world, Teddy? It's midnight for you? Oh man, it is 11 a.m. Bright and early in the morning, my guy. No, Mystique will not copy it? Even though Jubilee says play a card? The last card you... Oh, it's because I didn't play the card. Jubilee played the card. Yes, yes. Now I remember the interaction. Okay, thank you. Thank you for helping with that, clearing it up. I think that we go burst like this. Yeah, to be able to get the buffs. I don't know, the Jubilee thing is so tough. It's gonna be Wong, Mystique, Ironheart here on center. I don't like this one. I don't think Jubilee's got it. Though if Jubilee can buff the bishop enough... Well, now it's not going to work. I was going to say to be able to take the buff from Monster Metropolis, I think we were going to flip it. And now we cancel out the Jubilee. Yeah, that one was all scuffed. That one was all scuffed. Because Morph and Rogue stealing ongoing, Mystique will copy it. So I guess you need to play it. Yeah, I think that the key that you need to look at for the card text is saying you play the card versus Jubilee plays the card. And so because I didn't play the card... Wait, do we win these? What? No way.
Victory.
Let's go. Oh, I can't believe we still pulled that one out. That's amazing. Alright guys, the man, Bishop is so good. How did Bishop go as a 3-2 for so long? At 3-1 he still feels great. Okay, a few more games of this. Basically what I want to accomplish today is get a feel for some of the best decks to be able to climb with. And so I'm feeling high on Mr. Negative here. I mean, he's got it going on. And Kamartaj is good for this deck. We can carry through Wong, so we've got enough on reveal abilities that Kamartaj can carry us. Okay, show me... You don't show me Wong, but you show me Mr. Negative, so I go Psylocke to Kamartaj. That will let us get a little bit of extra energy trickling over onto the Sunspot. And we still are playing around the Dark Dimension. Kamartaj eats the Ant-Man. This is telling me you are a bot, but your name doesn't look like a bot? I don't know. We have 6 energy. My friends, we have 6 energy on turn 3. It's insane. No, I had to check myself to make sure that I didn't play the Mr. Negative to the Kamartaj. And then flip and reflip the deck. Oh man. Maybe some control deck would be cool. I like playing control in every game. Aggressive decks are too ooga booga. Yeah, we can definitely do some fun control. Do I still remember Moon Girl Devil Dino decks? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm, never forget. I feel like playing the Wong is the right play just to set up with the Mystique. And then, well, we're still waiting for what we would be able to combo with it. I guess alternatively, to be a little bit more efficient with the energy, we play Jubilee to Dark Dimension. They've got the Patriot. Patriot deck is not what they wanted to be running when Kamartaj is a location, especially with Ironheart out here. Let's get it. Let's get some chat. The game is 4 months old and I feel like I've been playing this for years. It runs smooth. You build up experience and snap very quickly. I think that part of the feeling comes from
Victory.
you can collect the entire card catalog and kind of see everything, all the combinations right now. Now, that's not to say that we can't discover new decks yet or keep on optimizing the ones that we have, but I think people have a good handle on what's out there. All right, so that was a big win for Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative is feeling good. We're looking at control options. What would be a fun control deck to be able to splash in? So, Blask. Do we go... I think one of my favorite controls is to have some crap. You might argue on how control-ish this really is. And I'm also wondering, do we add Rock Slide to this deck? Chat, yes or no? Do we add Rock Slide? Because we're running the Maximus and now I have Rock Slide, but I don't know who he replaces. Ben Brode, being lead designer, did help with the game. Being good for a new title with his history with Hearthstone. Like hoping for bright things for this game. I'm totally hoping for bright things for the game as well, Sham. Decks being 12 cards makes it much easier to build and test. Yes, I like the consistency that you can get. You can test very quickly. Rather than other games where you felt like you had to play, 20 hours with a deck to be able to feel like you had tried to optimize it. With 12 and the quick games, you get it so much faster. Being Marvel IP helped a lot too. Yeah. You like the junk deck? Rock is too slow, I guess? I feel like Rock might be too slow as well. Let's see. Well, the question is still open to chat. Do we add Rock Slide to the list that we've got up above? And if we do, where do we put it? It's so hard to say where we put it. Would it be the Hood? Or would it be Hazmat? You probably would cut Hazmat for Rock Slide, and then you increase your energy curve by 2. That's an interesting one. So do you think that Maximus forcing a couple more rock draws is worth it? It's so good. No, I didn't change the deck. Anyway, guys, we got the peak with Mr. Negative. Do you guys remember these days? I probably want to put the chat on the screen for Twitch and YouTube to interact. People who are watching on Twitch probably don't know what's going on. I could, yeah, but then how do I decide what chat takes the cake?
I am Iron.
I should put it on screen. An update to the overlay is probably due. I could swap out Maximus Ronin for Rock Slide Hobgoblin. You know that is true. I could make that swap. I play Psylocke here to be on negative next turn. Yes. And they're gonna let the Iron Man die? I don't know what's happening here. If it was guaranteed for them to draw rocks, sure, but you're pretty... you spend your energy and that's it. They might not even draw those, even with Maximus. It's true. The Maximus is like, it's just rolling the slot machine on the rocks. And you don't... Oh, what a hit. What a hit on the Iceman. That's crazy. They have to have an armor here, though. They have to have an armor, otherwise they're screwed. I really wanted to play the Mr. Negative and then get him destroyed by the Murder World because of his negative power, but we'll do what we can. I still feel good. Yeah, especially after they're gonna lose their Iron Man. I know that usually there's a combined chat on screen, but I don't know how people do it. There's probably an extension that I could find that would be able to get it in. You hated the Nexus hot location because it was pretty much just felt like World Ship. The Nexus felt like, it did feel like World Ship. But wait, you hate the Nexus? I felt like Nexus was pretty fun. I could see, and we got the Limbo, so we're able to extend things. That's great for Mr. Negative here. We don't have any ongoings that we'd like Rogue to steal, so I think I just play my Wolfsbane and chill. Do you think this is an Agatha deck? Yeah. Warzone a bot. You run an Agatha deck just to suffer? I've been thinking about if I want to crack open the Agatha deck because I have Ghost Rider, finally, to be able to play with it. I guess I go Mr. Negative on Limbo? Nah, we'll go to Murder World. I like it in game, but not every match. Okay, so Black goes, yeah, Blask is happy with it. Nexus just being kind of trickled in. Every match it was a little tiring because then everybody was just running the biggest bodies and the Enchantress and the Shang-Chi to smack you around. It was a little tiring. I will agree. Hang on. The game plan is Iron Man. Copy that Iron Man with the Mystique. As much as I would love the Rogue to steal away the Khazar, I don't know, is that more valuable actually? Ooh, that's a great question. But winning the peak, I mean, the game is not just to steal your opponent's cards, the game is to win locations. Iron Man at the peak wins locations. Even against the Chavez. Agatha isn't that good with Sif being 3. I never got to play the Agatha with Sif at 2, so I don't have a good comparison, but I felt like that was going to nerf the card, the deck into the ground. You can run Wave. Does Wave make it more consistent? Alright, we'll build an Agatha deck, guys. We'll go Psycho and build the Agatha deck. And honestly, right here, I think we just play the Sunspot, right? Sunspot and win. Enchantress shuts us down, but there's probably no stopping it. Okoye? Yeah, Okoye wasn't going to do it.
Victory.
Oh, the Ant-Man with the Rogue. The Ant-Man with the Rogue would have been good. But I mean, the Sunspot is really... Yeah, we could have gone... I think you're onto something, Adref. You go Rogue to steal the Ant-Man, get this buff, and then you play Sunspot to Murder World, which would have then absorbed 4 power, which would have given us a better distribution. 89! Chat, we're at 89? We're this close to 500 gold and you're going to make me build an Agatha deck? Oh, no. Did I get a rare foil for one of my cards yet? I have not! The Infinite Split Gods have said no, Teddy doesn't have fun. Teddy doesn't pass. Well, that's from my podcast. All of my splits are, most of them are the Hex split, which I don't like. I like the smooth foil look. Let's see what's with the smooth foil. All of them are Hex. Like this. I love the smooth foil. Okay. Agatha. House Harkness. So guys, what's the you got 90 and go 90 and switch Agatha? Get the gold first and then okay, we're going gold first and then we'll switch. Then honestly, well, we said we were gonna play the have some crap. Okay, have some crap. Snap battle. Here we go. Here we go. Claim our primos and then build Agatha. Okay. So I know roughly what goes in the Agatha deck. You build a good Ghost Rider deck. And you want to make sure that Sif is going to hit the Agatha. Hazmat seems weak, Sham? In this deck? In this deck, it's... Basically, I'm playing the Hazmat just as an efficient 2-drop, not really trying to play through her. If I can get up to, you know, 4 or 5 power out of Hazmat, then I'm pretty happy. And between the combo I have of, you know, Carnage being able to clean up my side of the board, and Black Widow pushing stuff over, Green Goblin, if the opponent is spamming a lot of low-cost cards, then I feel like the Hazmat is okay. Is there something that we like better than Hazmat? The Hex foil is ugly. The black and white is sick. Blask, you like the black and white? Okay, my hierarchy is gold foil, The pure gold is the best. And then the smooth rainbow. Yeah, then probably the noir and then the hex foil. I really don't like the hex foil that much. Let's go debris. Now with their Misty Knight, I don't know, I'm not feeling great about this one. Because if they've got the Patriot to be able to get the buff off the rocks, we're kind of giving it over to them for free. But if we clog up their board enough... I want to slow them down a little bit with the Black Widow here. Oh, run Rock Slide instead of the Hazmat. Yeah, it could be. Or go rank them the same. Yeah, we got countered hard with the Patriot appearance. Oh, but you've got a debris. Well, this is going to make things very interesting. So many rocks. Where do you plan on playing, my friend? Because I would love to give you a goblin. Let's try here at Hala. And then... Is it the Hazmat, or do we follow up with the Demon? The Hazmat is to our advantage, but it starts slowing us down at Sokovia, which is our weak point. Maybe we still go for it. Gold seems too average. It's like you slam it in paint. But here's the thing, Blask, is my favorite card border is already gold. So just making the whole card gold is perfect. Noir is the rarest? Is Noir the rarest? Or is it gold? Okay, so if they have Patriot, they win Sokovia, win Lechigilia, and they just win across the board if they have Patriot. If they don't have Patriot, we win. No, Noir has now been released for everybody. Noir is available to the public, Cham. Yeah, they hit the Patriot Mystique. There it is. Woof. Yeah, that's the... I really hate that the infinite border, and then... What do they call between gold and infinite? The red one. I really don't like the red one. The blue one is okay for infinite, but gold is the best. Alright, we got set back a little bit. We've got the climb up so that we can build our Agatha deck. Ultra. Yeah, I don't like Ultra. I wish that once you hit infinite, you know, you can select what card that you want, but that you could also select the card border. Like, you could go back. And honestly, it'd be fun to be able to play, like, all grays. Because some people like the look of the foil gray. But if you want to keep on leveling up, you have to keep on upgrading the cards. And then right now, you can never go back to how they look. It seems like if you've unlocked it, there should be an option to step it back if you like the appearance. Sinister London Mindscape is going to do insane things. Okay, so our goal is to be able to build an enormous Carnage and then copy that with Sinister London and gain a lot of tempo. So we put the Hood out there, double him, get 2 demons. Then we go Debris. That puts a rock here at Sinister London. Then we go Carnage. Onslaught. Oh, but the Green Goblin is like the holy grail of Sinister London. If we get magic, we could even turn Mindscape off and really carry this. Ultra looks good for Omega Red and Carnage. That's fair. Depending on the card, they could look a little better. There's a really cool Red Skull variant. Okay. Well, I'll admit that you got me on that one. With specific variants, it can look very good. Then I think we go Debris. Debris plus... Here's the thing. I don't necessarily want to play my demon yet because I'm about to unleash Carnage. So do I actually play Debris to Sinister London and then get copied? So then there will be a rock here. Yes. This is the way. Mandalorian voice, this is the way. Midnight Suns variant and MCU variants are the ones that you're hoping for. Oh man, if Snap comes out with the Midnight Suns tie-in with the upcoming video game, that would be incredible. Oh yes. Trash Panda, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Love to see it. And thank you for coming along right now because we're about to get slammed this game. Oh man. Mindscape. The Cosmo ruined our whole plan. What are we gonna give you? You're gonna give me 5 cards? I don't know if the Ronin is worth it. It looks like I want to deploy the Mojo. And then honestly, we go 1 demon. I'll leave them the Carnage. I don't want to give them the other demon, that's the thing, but do I want to play it to Sinister London? It's the question. I probably want to wait. I could get a bigger card from them. They're playing Cosmo. If they play Destroyer... or do they play Onslaught because they have Mr. Fantastic and Ant-Man? I can't tell. They probably play Onslaught, don't they? We didn't get our magic to be able to turn it off. But that Mojo is going to do miracle work, and the fact that their claw slid right is so good for us. There's the Onslaught. It's still the best card? Are we reading this right? Onslaught for 7 is the best that we can do? I mean, the Spectrum... No, but the Spectrum doesn't go off on Sinister London. It looks like Onslaught for 7 is actually the best that we get. Wow. Oh, it's so weak. Oh, man. They've got the Ronin. And the Sunspot. Does he win with the Ronin? So close. Yeah. Wow. Woof, 88. And we were doing so well with Mr. Negative. Oh no. I will say for anyone watching on Twitch, I will see your messages and still respond to them. I have a conjoined feed that I'm able to read, but I'm not able right now with my stream set up to display it. But hopefully in the future we do get a conjoined chat on screen. Get the YouTube and the Twitch talking to each other. That sounds like blasphemy, but I'm here for it. I hate that Dream Dimension absolutely cancels magic. Dream Dimension means that I can't use magic at all. Here's a bot, get the 8 back. I think we can do it. We're certainly going to try. Elysium. That's fun. What's good? I mean, getting the debris out there, being able to kick the rocks around, probably play you to Dream Dimension, and then have Viper appear here to send the rock across. Just start adding in the clutter. We can use the magic now. I can magic on turn 4 now. Urko64, you were in both. It's probably the same level of blasphemy. I love it, Urko. But yes, Elysium now opens up the magic. Which is exactly what we wanted. probably cut up the danger room. With this whole deck, our idea is to choke the opponent out of spaces to play to, and if cards are being destroyed by the danger room, that goes against our game plan. We've got a Spider Woman. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Even though they got the Green Goblin across on us, we can keep on scaling with the Sunspot. There it is. How many cards do you have? 3? I think we go ahead and play Ronin first. And then our final turn could be Maximus if we can get the Black Widow in there. Oh, great. Now we get to spam in the... in the chat. Oh, it's coming from YouTube. We've got mods though, right? Yeah, we do. Turn 6. We need to sail Green Goblin back as retaliation. And then I think pass to put power on the Sunspot. That'll leverage a little bit more pressure. Honestly, Sham, I should make you a mod. Grim Days. Oh, they blocked the Green Goblin. The Max is going to be able to win Elysium. I mean, honestly, anything can win Elysium. Well. But then, is the Sunspot going to be big enough based on whatever they have? I'll pay the cube tax just to see. Having their Hobgoblin come across and then my Green Goblin gets stuck is just a slap in the face. Okay. There it is. Starting to climb back.
Victory.
Seven points away. One more with this deck and then we'll play our Wong Hazmat that I'm so partial to. If we could get over the 90 line with that deck, oh, I'd feel amazing. But if we can just win an 8-cuber here, it'd be even better. And we can play our Agatha. I hope people in chat are preparing what this Agatha deck is going to be. Because I don't have any experience running Agatha. I'm sure I can play it. She plays herself. Building it is going to be interesting. I know that you run Knight Rider. Ghost Rider, obviously. And then you've got the Lady Sif and the Wave and the Agatha. And then we bring in Jubilee to be able to thin the deck. But beyond that, honestly, I think that we wait. I would love to play for a little bit of tempo, but Viper and Carnage both scale so much better with Debris. Does the Wong Hazmat effect still lag out halfway through the interaction? Does it still lag out? I have not experienced too much lag playing it. I've encountered Agatha with Taskmaster. I don't remember the enemy deck. Yeah, I think that they fixed the lag that you are speaking of. Death's Domain. Death's Domain is a little bit annoying, but we do have Magic. Just get the key cards in there and then we'll flesh out the deck from there. Yep, I agree. We know the key cards will be able to build from there. Do I never retreat? Saying you should, but curious. So I do retreat on stream. I am less likely to retreat. And more often I just play things out to be able to see how they go. But sometimes I will say Like, I would normally retreat here. It's my Achilles heel that while I'm streaming, I don't retreat very often. If they release Galactus, it's gonna be a weird meta. It's gonna be such a weird meta because Galactus and Wave, it throws stuff off so much, right? Like, Galactus is really fascinating, but because Wave exists, I don't know, it warps. It just means that you have to play World Ship. You have to be ready to play World Ship at the drop of a hat. I want to be able to open up Death's Domain because I don't like how things have built up everywhere else. Ronin Maximus is still really good for us. We've got this sick Polaris. I mean, look at this art. Now you've got the arrow. Ah, the arrow dragging us in. That's dirty. Streamer Pride does not allow retreats. I'm not above retreating, but I don't do it very often. Come on, Sunspot, don't die on me now. Don't you dare. Don't you dare die on me now. Normally this should be a great matchup for us with the Death's Domain choking out the board space even more. We were able to open things up with the Carnage. Juggernaut. Juggernaut gives us the win at Death's Domain. Let's go. Ronin Maximus is good with the Sandman archetype. That's where I started playing it. That's exactly where I started playing it. GG. Yes, are we worried about anything? No. I sometimes forget you can retreat too much Hearthstone. There is a concede button for Hearthstone though, but nobody uses it. It's not part of the meta. It just says that you lose quicker. Harry, glad to see you joining the stream. How are things going for you, my friend?
Victory.
I think that's it. No, we're so close. Okay, Hazmat, take me over the lip. I should change it here before I update the deck so that we remember. Long Mat. Take me up to the collection. Scroll me back. 3 cubes away from our gold payout. 500 gold will be ours if we can win with a snap. And this is my chosen champion. Save me. Decklist me. Take me in. 1 rank closer to the Agatha. Take us into the battle. Here we go. You barely concede unless they BM you and you don't want to wait. Yeah. I gotcha. Not too good working overtime. 11:30 p.m. at your time. Oh my gosh, Harry, that is rough. I feel you, man. Burning the midnight oil. So long as you've got an outlet while you're going overtime, you can grind it out. I believe in you, my friend. Over in Hearthstone, here you're incentivized to retreat and lose less cubes. In Hearthstone, you just lose quicker. You don't play as much anymore. You have more things in Snap after playing in 4 months than playing Hearthstone for years. That is wild. That it is that skewed. But I could see it. I love that we immediately draw the rock. Just immediately. They play Korg and we immediately draw the rock. You play more Battlegrounds than the actual game. That's the thing, is Hearthstone has so many different modes that there's like individual metas of everything, right? Ooh, Colossus is actually really good here. The rock is obviously terrible. A 1 cost, -1. Battlegrounds got the pay to win. Oh, okay, that sucks. You don't need to play Forge with Captain Marvel. Hang on. You don't need to play Forge with Captain Marvel. I feel like Sham is in another conversation at the same time here. My stream is the outlet? Oh, thank you, Harry. That means a lot, actually. That means a lot. Let's go with Hazmat. Hazmat on the Xandar. They've got Goose to try and shut us down, hey? Draft format for Snap? Yes, please. I would love to see how they could implement a draft format for Snap. I think it could be really fun. I kind of want to play the Odin just to get the extra Black Widow on him. Do you guys think that puts us over, though? The alternative is we play, you know, Ironheart. Well, we'd probably do it in another order. We play the armor, then we play the Ironheart, get the buffs. I mean, this has to be the more sane play.
I am Iron
Now they've got the Iron Man. I'm convinced Korg says put a rock on top of your opponent's deck. Yeah, they need to change that in the patch notes. Korg has actually put a rock on top of your opponent's deck. Okay, Slimrick brings up a great point. What would you guys pay for a card that says put a rock on top of your opponent's deck? What energy cost would it need to be? Are they just going to play... Is this Onslaught and win? It feels like it's Onslaught and win. That's why I'm not snapping. Let's assume that the card has the same 2 power as Korg. So it's 1 rock, it's 2 power. How much energy do you pay to put a rock on top of the opponent's deck? That's essentially what Black Widow does, so 2.
Iron Man.
2 energy, 1/1. Gotta be 2 to 3. Hang on. We win these?
Victory.
Let's go. It is essentially what Black Widow does, though Black Widow combos with preventing the opponent from drawing if you combo with Maximus. She also directly gives it to your opponent, which combos with Ronin, and her spider bites, or Widow's bites, the spider bites do not get procced by Patriot or Washington, D.C. So, I mean, it's nuanced, but it is very similar. Blask. Maybe you get to make a deck while choosing from, let's say, 2 cards up to 12, and then when you win, you take control of your opponent's deck, and if you lose, you keep playing your deck? Draft idea. Hang on. If you win, you take control of your opponent's deck. If you lose, you keep yours. I'm trying to figure out how that plays. Yeah, the Colossus carried that one, absolutely. The rock costs 1 more. Exactly, the rock does cost more than the bite. But the rock doesn't prevent you from drawing in the future, so you can just keep on hanging on to it. And I'm trying to figure out what the peak just did to us. We can't play Green Goblin. S1MQ, thank you for the subscription. Glad to see that you were able to join the stream. There's S1MQ. Hey man, like your videos. Thank you for the content. Well, thank you for finding us here. Love to see that you're hanging out with us. But yeah, I would love to see a draft idea. Jubilee into the wave, and now we both have to pass. Okay. I mean, that is a decision that they could do. It sucks, but that's what they've got. Let's go Wong. Here's the thing. I've been burned so many times by Enchantress. I'm really of the opinion that you smoke them if you got them. Mystique, Ironheart. Normally, if there is 0 cost, I say wait. And wait and wait until you can adapt on the final turn. But Enchantress has burned me so many times. Sham doesn't like the idea of switching decks in draft. But it could be a fun event. Call it Incursions. Scroll Incursions. Do I play on console, Teddy? Harry, I do not play a console. So I'm running the game right now on, and we got the Odin. Oh man. So we want Colossus just to be able, well, hang on. Oh no. Yeah, I have to play the Colossus. Because if I play the White Tiger, I could potentially have better body distribution. But I have to have this spot open for the Odin. Yes, Urko's got it for you, Harry. I'm playing on an emulator called BlueStacks, which is free, so I'm able to use my PC and connect it to my Google Play account and play the game, and it makes it easier for me to be able to record. I own a Switch. I sometimes play on Switch, but otherwise I'm PC pilled. So all my gaming is normally PC games, strategy games. Can't wait for streamers to get the official PC version. Yes. The problem is you wouldn't bother with the emulator with the release around the corner for anyone interested. Yeah, just go onto the PC version. Looks like it's going to be the a premium way to be able to play. PC Master Race, exactly. So when I'm gaming on Switch, I have like the Jackbox games and a couple other games on Switch for traveling, but that's about it. Otherwise, it's all laptop and strategy stuff. It's a terrible play, but watching goblins bounce back and forth between the lanes would be hilarious. It would. If it weren't for the fact that we were just moments away from being able to unlock our 500 gold, I would have done it. PC version looks like a worse emulator on stream in the early access state. Agatha, here we come. What a win, guys. Ironheart turned all of our cards, actually all of our cards, into Infinite. Every single one is over 20 power. That's insane. But yes, the initial take on the PC version looks like they just built an emulator, like a proprietary emulator with like the screenshots from the Steam page. But they're promising that they're gonna fix it later. Just like they're promising they're gonna give us friendly matches later. It's like, well, we could have just stayed in beta a little longer, guys, if you weren't actually ready. But that's neither here nor there. The 18th is still going to be exciting. House Hackness. Here we go. So, what do we know about Agatha? We know that Agatha plays our key card. Okay, cut all the variants. I don't need to scroll through all my variants. They're not that impressive anyway. So we have to have Lady Sif and Wave. That is how we cheat Agatha out of hand. Add me Lady Sif. Okay. Then we need Ghost Rider. Look at this, guys. He's gray. Never been played. I've been fooling around with how to get him in. Hasn't come in. You like this infinite card back? Well, we'll see if Agatha takes us anywhere. I'm not holding my breath. And now we need... Oh, hang on. I said we were going to play Jubilee. Because with Jubilee and Agatha... Hang on. At what point are you guaranteed to see all of your cards? You've got 12 cards. You start with 4. You then draw naturally 6. Agatha gives you 1 more. And then Jubilee thins out entirely, right? I think that's how it plays. Okay, where's my Agatha? Agatha. So here we go. We have 2 ways to be able to get Agatha out. Lady Sif plus Ghost Rider can bring her back. You run Quicksilver and Domino to give guaranteed 1 and 2. I could see that being okay. Let's grab them and see how things can begin. Nope, not Yellow Jacket. You could run a free one. The free cards could be interesting. Quicksilver. I've never played Domino. I never thought she was that good. There's the Domino. Can we just block that channel/user? I feel like they come back with like mild variations every time, but I'll look into it. Yeah, Streamlabs isn't even working for us. It doesn't even come in with a little slap. The bot keeps on coming back every time. So what else? What are the final 5 cards? What do we play in between? We can't play any 6 drops, right? Because you have to have Lady Sif hit Agatha, so you look to 5 drops. What are the important 5 drops? Blue Marvel is okay. Iron Man, of course, is quite good. Do we play Iron Man? Do I want Captain Marvel? We could actually play Chavez, right? Because Chavez is going to stay out of hand so that she won't be targeted by the Lady Sif. That gives us a nice finisher. Then do you lean into more Jess Jones as a big berry? As a big girl? Be able to play her in? I like that. Jess Jones or Rescue? I mean, Jess Jones is almost as big and doesn't have the as Telegraph's play out of the Rescue. Lady Sif discards the Agatha, so after turn 3 you play the deck as normal. But that's as long as you have the Lady Sif. But what happens if Wave... Like, do we want magic? Because if we cheat Agatha out with Wave, what does Lady Sif do? Lady Sif is going to discard the Iron Man, and then Knight Rider can bring it back. So, I mean, then we could play, like, Shang-Chi or Enchantress for control. It's a start. Okay, we'll see if the deck feels clunky with too many 4-drops, or if this is where we like it. Taskmaster maybe to get Agatha power. Is it possible? It would be really hard. I'm not sure that the Taskmaster is very reliable, and I also don't have Taskmaster. So we're stuck without Taskmaster. You really like Jess Jones at 4. It is way too easy to catch at 5. Okay, I like this. Agatha appears. Quicksilver appears. I love it. We have 2 cards that each have the animation into our hand. Give them the thumbs up. And now just watch Agatha do her work. We have the Lady Sif, which is exactly what we want. If we win at least once with this deck, you could go to sleep. We're gonna win.
Always
I think
lucky.
we could... Oh, she's got extra voice lines, guys. I love it. There's the Lady Sif. Cuts up the Agatha quite nicely. Now we're just looking for, well, I would say that we're looking for the Ghost Rider, but with Jubilee we should be able to pull it out. So the Adelan does mess with things a little bit. I want the Jubilee more than Enchantress or Shang-Chi, but I also want to try and win Asgard to get the extra card draw. So honestly, let's do this. Get the card draw and then be able to go from there. You think Quicksilver is your least favorite artwork of any card? Least favorite artwork. This guy running in blue. Yeah, it's not great. Was Sif always discarding the highest cost card? Yes, she was. Her ability has been unchanged. And we get the card draw, which gives us the Ghost Rider. We can hold on to the Ghost Rider and just play Jess Jones for tempo. Snap. And then the final play is Ghost Rider. Easy win. Easy win. The hive mind of chat has concocted the Agatha deck. That Dracula could be really big though. Should we be worried? Alright, Jess Jones steps up. Ghost Rider chains Agatha back. Hela appears. Oh. Let's go.
Victory.
This could be quite fun. And then nothing like boosters after a hard game's work. I feel like Agatha-ing to infinite would be amazing. It could be. She takes all the boosters every single time. And I didn't realize that she had a little speech bubble. That's amazing. I love this. Up against Medic. Now, how consistent are we? I feel like, I don't know. The beautiful thing is that because Agatha adds herself to your hand, the deck actually is consistent. Because you're going to be guaranteed to see all or at least 11 of the cards every game with how Agatha thins herself out. And here, if Wave cheats the Agatha, we still have a good target. Well, Lady Sif hitting America Chavez, I guess that doesn't actually help because we don't have enough energy to be able to get the Ghost Rider down. Ghost Rider used to be a 3-3, guys. We could have comboed, and Lady Sif also used to be a 2. So you could Lady Sif, Ghost Rider on the same turn, and they were like, that's too much. Oh no, Elysium. Elysium appearing just to mess us up. Like, the Jess Jones is okay for tempo, but then Agatha is still in the hand. And now is where I'm worried. Because at this point, the Agatha's running the game plan. Okay. I was about to say, if they play 2 Jess Jones location, I'm gonna quit the deck already. Agatha's like the favorite aunt. Yeah. With her little voice lines and her personality. I can see it. Have I tried Agathor? Agatha Thor. How does Agatha Thor make it better? I have not tried it. And now we just play Agatha out, right? Okay, we're finally rid of her. Agatha knew. She knew we were trying to cheat her out of hand early. No. No, not like this. No. Win Pharaoh, thanks for the subscription. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Oh, well, it's the retreat. I mean, we got nothing, right? There's no swing in Kunlun. Yeah, we're backing out of that one. The clairvoyant bot, I know, man. It's disgusting. Medic, I don't think it was a bot. He had a premium card back. right? Wasn't he playing with a premium card back? I thought that the bots did not have the premium card backs. Boy, that was hilarious. They're like, yeah, I'll just play Shang-Chi. No, why would you do that? Why would any sane player do that? He had every answer. He had exactly every answer. Man. We're playing up against Fish Stacks, right? Fish Stacks is the chess supercomputer that's able to predict moves. Okay, let's see how this goes. We have the wave. Maybe this time it won't get interrupted. Do you think card backs are more than case? So they can have the premium card backs? No human player plays Shang-Chi like that. Exactly, no human player plays Shang-Chi like that. Thank you, Trash Panda. What if opponent was playing an Agatha deck too? Maybe they were. The two Agathas were talking to each other.
What are the odds?
Never tell Domino the odds. Okay, now we play the wave. Play the wave. You know, I would have rather it not go to Jotunheim, but as you will. And now, Agatha has to choose to play herself, but she won't Agatha want to? Agatha should understand that she's the most powerful card to be able to play her now. The odds are 100%, don't tell her. Okay, Killmonger clearing us up. We have the wave. Agatha. Thank you. Thank you. Isn't that part of her AI that if she is able to be played, she's guaranteed? She does. Okay, good. She always chooses herself. Good, good, good. But yeah, they're up to a free death. It's going to be hard to fight this. You're right, Jimmy. I almost made it to Infinite yesterday and got to 98 and then dropped a 94. Oh, shady player. I feel your pain. That hurts so much. She always plays herself out of wave. That's good. That's good. I was worried there for a second, but now we've got it in the bag. Let's see. So, if we are really sharp with it, we know, well, Jubilee could pull America, Ghost Rider, or Lady Sif. That's why Taskmaster is a good addition for this deck. I could see it. Unfortunately, I don't own Taskmaster to be able to update it. Do we just play the Shang-Chi now and crush the death? Or do we wait and play the... I don't even know what we would play. Would it be the Jubilee? I feel like at this point we've hit an awkward point in the energy break where we can't combo multiple cards together. We only have singletons to play. There you go, Moon Girl, Yandu. That kills our Chavez. Okay, so Jubilee is guaranteed to pull Lady Sif or Ghost Rider. And we get the Ghost Rider. I kind of wanted the ladies... No, I still can't combo them together. You might try this and sub I am for TM? I am for TM. Alright, Shady Player, you're going to have to elaborate for the streamer. What are you talking about? I don't think we have it. Are we playing too many 4-drops? Like, I think we need to cut Enchantress for something... Well, if it's something cheaper, then Agatha might not choose Lady Sif or Wave. Sub Iron Man for Taskmaster? Okay, yeah. I could see that. I could see that being quite good. Oh, it's an infuriating retreat. Enchantress is underwhelming. I agree, Enchantress is underwhelming. But what do we bring instead?
Enchantress.
You have around 2,000 boosters for Agatha, and you've split her 6 times. Played her a lot during Thor season. It's good to see I'm playing her. This is our first run at it because we finally got the Ghost Rider. There we go. Agatha's chewing up the boosters. We're going to have an infinite split for her soon. But okay, so chat, what do we replace Enchantress with? Because we can't really go cheaper. Honestly, we need to go more expensive then, I guess. Is it... What's a big 5-drop? That's like... I mean, it would be Taskmaster. I know, a Taskmaster would be the play, but I don't have Taskmaster. So if you're doing a budget Agatha deck, and you don't have Taskmaster, and you want to cut the Enchantress out of your life, let's see what we've got. So it could be a 4-drop, but I don't think it's any of these 4-drops. I mean, Sandman is interesting, but I'm not seeing it. Do we play Thor? Is this what we're hearing? Is that... Well, no, Thor is now a 3-drop. Thor is too cheap. Thor would compete with Wave and Lady Sif. That's true. Can't wait for Marvel Snap coming out next week. I agree, man. It's coming out so soon. You play Sarah. We have a day 1 Venom event for Marvel Snap. Danger, what is this? Gamora. Gives you a great turn 6 where you can play the 4 costs. How do I fit Thor in? Thor competes with the Wave and the Lady Sif. I don't think Thor fits. Agathor. How does the Agathor deck work? Okay, multiple people are bullying me into this. I should do Spider-Man together with Ultron on a character that boosts attack. I could definitely try it. But right now we're trying to get the Agatha deck to pop. Oh man. What is Thor supposed to do? Is it because the deck is thinned out so you're more likely to get Mjolnir? Oh yes, on YouTube they showed a Venom event. Yes, the opening season is Symbiote Invasion. Okay, so we have the Thor vote, but that was when he was 4 cost. I think now they killed that deck. Let's try the Sarah. Honestly, I should update the deck list. If we're deck building and we're asking for suggestions, we should have it clear to be up too soon. House Harkness. Okay. Enchantress is gone. Sarah's in. From one incredible girl boss to another. Carry me, Sarah. Get us in here. Gamora's been buffed. Gamora has been buffed. Thor kind of competes with Lady Sif and Wave. That's what I've been trying to say. Gamora could be very solid. As long as you trigger, she's what, an 11 now? If you hit, she's an 11 or is she a 12? Gamora is very good. Okay, Agatha appears. Quicksilver comes in. Gamora, Rescue, both seem like they could be solid. Yeah, it might be Rescue too. Aruma, I don't think it works. Okay, let's see here.
Always lucky.
Get the domino out. Not copying anything yet. That seems advantageous to us. Will Agatha be sharp enough to copy herself if we play the Wave? That would be incredible. If I could get double the Agatha. They're trying to mill us here? If only we knew what they had taken. Oh, thank goodness. We got the... Oh, what? What? The Lady Sif is going to cut up the Agatha, copy, cut the Iron Man. We play the Ghost Rider, get the Agatha, copy, get the Iron Man. Let's go. This is insane. The Jotunheim is unfortunate. Yes. But the rest of this is incredible. There goes the Agatha. Copy. There goes the Iron Man. It's too good to be true. It is too good to be true. Now I just hope that the Iron Man doesn't go to the Jotunheim. That could still burn us, but you gotta go for it here. Take the swing. We don't have a deck left. No, there is no deck left. We're not drawing. We're deceased. And there's the Iron Man.
I am Iron
Maybe
Man.
cut Domino for armor to protect Agatha? That could be like the next level tech, right, Jimmy? We have 0 cards in deck. We're running on fumes. So I can't even play Jubilee. And that means they have stolen our Chavez. And they can copy the Chavez. Domino helps with the consistency of the deck. Domino has been feeling pretty good as the early drop. But here we're about to lose Jotunheim. How are we winning Hellfire? I don't know. So we lost our Sarah and we lost our Chavez. But they're not playing anything. They're not playing anything good. What?
Opponent snapped.
What is going on, chat? Iron Man in Jotunheim feels very bad. Yes, it does feel very bad. The Cheeto. Oh man. I don't know what consistency means in this case. It's Agatha. The intimidation snap, they're trying to play the mind games? I mean, maybe. -4x2 is so... Yeah, it's insane. So I've played... When we were playing our Hazmat deck, we played up against a Mr. Negative that had the Iron Man and then copied by Mystique, and we just buried them up to -100, and it was one of the best moments of my Snap life. Agatha wins again, guys. What is happening?
Shiny logo.
Not burning 2 mana, protecting the win on board. Here's the thing, is I don't see that much Shang-Chi. It could be counterattack if we start to get burned, but I actually haven't seen too much Shang-Chi. And getting the little Domino... Yeah, it's depending on how much you value Domino, right? Getting the early 3 power versus being able to guard Agatha later on. Okay, this has to be a real person, right? I always thought that if they had the premium card back, it was guaranteed to be a real person. But it feels like with our experience today, that's not necessarily the case. Also, guys, if we hit infinite with Agatha, I don't know. My whole worldview of Marvel Snap will be turned upside down. Project Pegasus. So Agatha will play herself, guaranteed. Go ahead. Thank you, girl. Let's go. And now I just get to play the deck. Catting Agatha into the armor lane could be sketchy at best. I think the idea is that you would play armor after you get Agatha out. I think they changed the card back thing recently. They keep on making the... It's like they're intentionally trying to make the bots hard to find. And now the Nexus. Well, Agatha, how are we supposed to play at the Nexus now? I don't know. Do I want Domino to clog up a spot on the Nexus? Probably not. The Shang-Chi to be able to kill the Devil Dinosaur is going to be quite fun. Yeah, just an easy 14 drop, just casually 14 points on the board, turn 1. Why not? That's right, if armor is in the opening hand, Agatha will slot it into a spot, and then after that, she'll be played. That is a good point. So it's wave first. Then Iron Man. Don't get the Iron Man. Don't do it. Thank you. But now they know that I have the Shang-Chi. Okay, so if the opponent knows that I have the Shang-Chi, I should play it now before they can stop me, right? Even though it's not taking advantage of the wave energy cheat, we have to get Devil Dinosaur out of here. 11 points distributed on the Nexus is too much. They played Jane Foster, but they didn't have any 0 drops. Interesting. I mean, that is a choice you can make. You know, that's a bit of a misplay right there, isn't it? We should have played Lady Sif plus Quicksilver, and then we would have known that Ghost Rider could redeem the Iron Man.
Opponent snapped.
I don't know, we're able to play the Chavez here, though. What's their final drop? The purpose of Domino and Quicksilver is to thin the deck. Yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to do. I mean, if we keep it really close, we have more tempo on the adjacent locations. Do we want to pay the cubes to see? Are we infinite yet? No, we're not, Blast, but we have been having a ton of fun with Agatha. I just don't feel like we can make up the gap. But I also don't know. It is probably a retreat. I'm just trying to figure out what they play as a finisher. What? What? What in the world? Jubilee onto the white tiger, setting the spirit tiger into the exact pot that it had to be. Oh my gosh, for 8 cubes. It's like a slap in the face. It's a bot. They knew the outcome. They're dead. Doctor Strange. And all the infinite possibilities, we win this game. Sham, you run another 6-drop, maybe Magneto as another win con for Ghost Rider. So you like that better than the Chavez, or do you do it in addition to the Chavez, Sham? Because I like the Chavez for like consistently hitting the combos here, but Magneto is obviously many points more powerful. These bots didn't come to play. No, they didn't. They mean business. They want my cubes. They came to take the cubes.
Right on time.
Deandrew, do you need a code to log in? You're going to be able to link your account on full release with your Google Play account. And then that Google Play account will be able to let you play across multiple devices. So on full release, you'll be able to play on PC, phone, tablet, all of them linked with your Google Play account. And so yeah, that's how it's going to save your progress. What is Sarah for? Isn't it too slow? It feels a little slow. Honestly, we have not yet played Sarah. So Sarah is allowing us, to play, because we're so 4-drop heavy in the Jubilee Ghost Rider Shang-Chi Jess Jones, which Jess Jones is now, I mean, she's not that great for the final turn, but she's something. Okay, so do we go straight to Ghost Rider, or do we mess around? I feel like we mess around, especially with a Limbo. Let's get the Jess Jones down. RPing as a bot with this card back. Maybe. I've thought about that sometime of if I start a new account, if I just have like a very bot-like name and I only play the default card backs, and then I upgrade my cards randomly, if I could get away with some cheeky things, I feel like I could. Let's go with the Iron Man here. Do I want the Iron Man there? Yeah, we'll play the Iron Man here. After all, why not? If they keep putting any more power on the Sunspot, Shang-Chi's gonna kill him. I mean, that's psycho. You got a 9 strength Sunspot that could be knocked down by a Shang-Chi. The Jess Jones actually not hitting the 9 power threshold is a really interesting discussion versus playing her to, is the Chavez. But I think I actually just go straight for Shang-Chi because then I want Ghost Rider next turn. And we're snapping. We're ahead by so much. Oh, okay. They backed out. You would never start another account. The progress is too slow in the current state to go through all this again. Well, here's the thing, Blask. I'm going to be starting a free-to-play account, brand new, with a release to try and make better content for new players that are coming in, kind of show them how to quickly level up and be able to get back in the Pool 1 and Pool 2 exclusively available kind of competition level to make some beginner guides. So it could be funny. Also, they're going to be introducing the, what are they calling it? Card tokens? Is it card tokens? Chat, help me out. Card tokens will be coming and will let you have an additional way of adding to your collection. So I think that you'll be able to update the collection a little bit faster than we have here in the beta. Okay, we get the Quicksilver out. Hey Teddy, how's the day going? It's going pretty good, Jeans. We reached 90, which was a huge milestone. We collected the 500 gold, and now we're playing Agatha. And Agatha is shocking us at how consistently she's been going. For sure, avoid this beautiful auto upgrade thing in the shop, because it's a scam. Oh yeah. The quick upgrade thing? The quick upgrade thing is stupid. This is actually amazing that she played Yellow Jacket to nowhere where it will not trigger to debuff the domino. I love that. No. No. Say it isn't so. You're gonna play Wave to Nowhere, Agatha? Agatha, Nowhere says, read it. I know you can read. You're an immortal witch. On reveal effects do not happen. They don't happen at this location, Agatha. If they snap, we're retreating. Here's the thing, Agatha is hurting my pride here. I play Smile Guy all the time, and now he's watching me do this, and he's like, Teddy's lost it. He's lost a step. Hang on. Yeah. Wow. Now what are you gonna play? The Lady Sif? Okay, play the Lady Sif. If I had Wave, I'd be playing a lot more Agatha, to be honest. It's been very fun up to this point, Jeans. There's just some points like this game that are infuriating. Because Agatha decides to play Wave to Nowhere, which is such a niche case of it actually happening, but it happened. It happened. Scarlet Witch gonna flip the hub. Los Diablos. Then we get the Lady Sif to cut up the Agatha, so they at least get to see that we've been playing Agatha the whole time. I just checked and I have all the cards. I don't have. Hang on, what? I just checked. Blask checked. I have the cards you don't have, and you have the cards that you don't. So we've just flipped our collections. We have no overlap in what we're missing. I mean, yeah, Ghost Rider is good enough to play without a snap. I don't think I snapped because if they're able to put anything bigger than 8 points on Nowhere, I'm toast. But otherwise, pretty good. The Lady Sif nerf was a non-direct nerf toward Agatha, unfortunately. Yeah, it hurts Agatha quite a bit, Jeans. Being able to have her at 2 meant that she was playable on the same turn as Ghost Rider. So if Wave cheated Agatha out, then you still had a much better Ghost Rider play. In this case, having to wait the extra turn of Agatha controlling the deck without Lady Sif cheating her out does slow you down. Let's go!
Victory.
There's a very similar card that destroys all other cards. Oh wait, I missed what Dean Drew said. If they're smart, they should add a Red Hulk to this game and make him have an ability that burns everyone. Yeah, so what Erico is saying that they have a Destroyer from the first Thor movie who does destroy every other card, but he doesn't destroy cards on both sides. Didn't Marvel Strike Force? Yeah, Marvel Strike Force just got Red Hulk added, right? So, I don't know. The Marvel games are open to adding Red Hulk. It'd be fun if they got him in. I want a feature to trade variants with other players. It would be cool. It would be so cool. Like, just variants. You don't have to trade. I don't know why they see that as problematic. I think that it would just kind of boost the camaraderie in the community. I mean, heck, you could limit it 1 trade a week. That way, if there is a way out there abuse case, it wouldn't happen, right? And Lady Sif getting knocked up to 4 is abysmal for us. The snap market. I like the sound of that. Able to say, hey, I have a noir variant, you have gold, I'll trade this out. Especially because, you know, some people love noir, some people don't like noir. People like their decks to all be uniform. Being able to have the extra rolls at getting the uniform decks would be quite fun. I know the game developers want you to spend money to keep on infinite splitting the cards to be able to get there. Are you kidding? Sokovia was going to take my Lady Sif? I'm smelling a retreat here, guys. Meanwhile, their Lady Sif works. Of course it works. Okay, they're gonna play Wave. This means that we get Agatha out there. So you're saying there's a chance. Not if they have Hela, though. I did say they should add a friends list feature that you can add people to battle friends list. Oh yeah, it's on the roadmap, Dean Drew. If you join the Discord, you can see their roadmap and their other posts. So they are currently working on the friends list, but it is not going to release with a friends list, which is, I mean, it's mixed news, right? You know that it's coming in the immediate future, but it's not coming immediately, so it hurts a little bit. I don't like the fact that you can't go backwards on card frames. For example, like your card's golden, which means you can't upgrade them further. Exactly. I feel the exact same way, Blask. I want to be able to go back down the line, and I want to retreat right now. Because that was an abysmal game.
Escaped.
I feel like it would be just a simple UI update for them to allow you to revert card appearances, or just like custom card appearance, you know? Pick the color border, pick the level of effect. I mean, heck, they could sell additional cosmetics for just card borders, right? Because I think that everybody likes the infinite look with like the idle animation and the moving background, but then just whatever card border you wanted would be fun. Dean Drew, you think that the game would be perfect for Nintendo Switch and PlayStation? It would be quite fun. They may port it over, but for the initial launch, it's just going to be PC, Android, and iOS. But I could definitely jam to this on Switch. Sinister London.
Right on time.
We have... Oh, that's so good. Yes, hit the Gamma Lab. Thank you. Cloak. Cloak gets copied. It would be quite a hustle to move the card around with the stick. Would it? They might have to change the UI a little bit. I would like the idea of changing frames, but not if it means paying for it. Well, we live in the free-to-play mobile game world, so we'll see what comes around. Okay, I'm getting a little tired of Agatha, guys. In her infinite wisdom, she decided that Domino did not deserve to go down at the Gamma Lab to become a Hulk for us. It's suddenly so dark. My webcam can't balance this. There we go. Then it's a little less harsh. And I can't play on turn 4 now. And you played the Shang-Chi, but we're not able to hit the Hulks? Okay, you know, maybe we'll do one more Agatha. One more Agatha, but this hurts. She's too pretty to become Hulk, okay? Agatha knows. Protect the Domino. Don't let her become a freak. Could you imagine a lucky Hulk? That's like Hulk's whole shtick, is that he's terrible luck. He always gets beaten up, but his healing regeneration factor keeps him in the scrappy fights. If Hulk was lucky, that's terrifying. Console would make it more popular. Crazy that this would be Marvel's first successful card game. Hopefully get more popular. It is crazy that they haven't done it before, and they got a great design team to handle it. I agree, Dean. I'll swap out Jubilee and Sarah and Iron Man for Gamora, Captain Marvel, and Enchantress. Interesting. Female cards in Gamma Lab should become She-Hulk instead, but we don't even know what She-Hulk is going to do. It would be interesting. It would be incredibly interesting if Gamma Lab did that. Gotta leave to get some work done today. Best of luck on the road to Infinite. Thank you, Crimson.
What are the odds?
Everyone follow, like, and subscribe. Fantastic. It is our very first stream on both YouTube and Twitch. The Twitch channel is brand spanking new. If you guys want to help support the streaming expansion, leaving a follow on Twitch helps us out a lot. Pushing toward affiliate. And I think this is the last Agatha game. I mean, we're getting slowed down so much here. Yeah, sure. Move Domino over. Why not? And the Quicksilver. Of course. Marvel did make a card game called Battle Line, but it shut down due to bad success. Interesting. I never heard of Battle Line. Isn't current speculation that She-Hulk is a 6/10, costs 1 less for each unspent energy last turn? Yes, Jeans, that is the current speculation. And I'm going to retreat. We're just stuck with Agatha. But there had been a previous speculation that She-Hulk was like a 4/4 and then got a large buff if there was a more expensive card played to her location. Once I'm affiliate, I won't be able to stream to both places at the same time, right? I will not. Correct. So we'll see. We'll have to gauge how things are going out of the Snap launch on if we sign affiliate. I want to have the options because I feel like people are used to going over to Twitch to see the streams and then YouTube for the videos. YouTube will still always hold the VODs of the streams and like stream highlights and stuff, but you know, just trying to have our options open. Okay, let's play something else. She should be available like Thanos and Galactus now at least. I agree. I feel like some of these cards, like Valkyrie, I would love it if Valkyrie, like the cards that were slated to come to the game through the Nexus event, I wish that they were in the game just like Thanos and Galactus, right? They've already created them. People can play with them as like, you know, the wild card, and then they'll come to the Nexus event or whatever they rebrand it as to be able to really deck build with, which I think would be a lot of fun. Let's play, I want to play the, what I'm calling the Undying list. It's my Sabretooth list. So here, we are mourning the fact that we don't have Deadpool. But we're still able to do quite well with this. Discoverability is rough on YouTube live streams for sure. Exactly, Trash Panda. But then discoverability on Twitch for somebody that hasn't like built up a following is rough as well. So it's everything is the system's trying to hold me down, guys. But I know that we can make it. We can make something fun. Oh, Undying is what I'm calling it. Okay, so our goal is to leverage Wolverine and Sabretooth, as laughable as those cards have been, especially with a Moon Girl here. Moon Girl able to copy free Sabretooth, hopefully a very cheap death, and the demon out of the hood gives us an incredibly powerful final turn swing. Agatha decks are the guilty pleasure of the game. They are, because you just set them up to play themselves, and then you drop the huge card on them. Squirrel Girl could actually win the Sanctum Sanctorum, which would be incredible. Black Panther is in the game, just not released. Dean Drew, Black Panther is not. Yeah, he's going to be coming to the game. We know that he's coming. He's been designed. He's been in one of the data mines. But yeah, he is not in the game on release. You want Hood, and they give you Red Skull boosters instead. Love you too, game. Oh, Flask, it hurts. It hurts so real. Okay, I want the Squirrel Girl. But then I need to play... I guess I play Sabretooth and then feed all of that to the Carnage. And then... Well, hang on. Yeah, feed it all to the Carnage. Necrosha. Necrosha, you tell me. I feel like the Squirrel Plink into Sanctum Sanctorum could be our secret weapon here. I really wish that they cut boosters out of the caches. I mean, it is almost insulting. So we play the Carnage, and then we play the Wolverine here. The Carnage will kill the Sabretooth. That lets us play the Moon Girl to copy the Sabretooth. You spend 20 minutes to unlock the cache and gets boosters. Yeah, it's... What am I going to do with the boosters? Until they let me grind out the boosters into, like, card tokens would be incredible, but I don't think they'll let you do that. But I wish that had another use for boosters. Dean Drew is daring me to make an X-Men deck. The weird thing is that the X-Men don't have that much synergy with each other. Do we want to copy the Sabretooth, or do we want to use him now to feed the Venom? I kind of like using him now to feed the Venom and then playing the Demon. Like, this is a great play. But so is... just playing Moon Girl. Just playing Moon Girl gives me Demon and Sabretooth copies. Maybe that's better. It's close, though. You got 4 Okoye variants in a row, and no, you got 4 Okoye variants? That's insane. Guardians of the Galaxy deck when? Soon. Actually soon? I think the Guardians deck are a sleeper hit. The Guardians are one of the only factions that has like good synergy with each other. I got smashed by a Guardians deck that was running Odin. So you run Storm to lock down the locations. Then you play some big Guardians, and then you finish with Odin, who reactivates the Guardians, and it's lights out. I was shocked at how good it was, as it smashed me. You don't even play Okoye, and you have all the variants. Oh, man. Well, that Squirrel carried us, guys. The true hero of the game, Squirrel. Squeak. Nebula is the only card missing. That card synergizes well with the Guardians on reveal. Do you think Nebula is going to be good? Okay, guys. Nebula is rumored 1-1 on reveal. Wait, 1-1 or 1-2? What is she? On reveal, double the card's power and return to hand. Is this playable? I honestly don't know if I even like it. Because here's the thing. Nebula, you have to play her repeatedly to get her to rack up in power. And sure, if you play the Forge, you can get her up a little bit faster. But you need to keep on triggering her. And then if you re-trigger her later, like on the last turn, if she triggers, she goes back to hand. So then you don't get to keep the points on the board. And she can't follow the same trick as the rest of the Guardians of using Odin to reactivate them to get even bigger. Now you can run Falcon and Beast to Nebula to make her a little bit better. But I don't know. I still hate that on the last turn, if you do hit where the opponent is, you don't get to keep her. Yeah, you have to guess properly. I mean, we'll see how she plays out. It could be that she's actually in practice a lot better. And in my head, I'm just, I don't know, biased to Nebula because I didn't like her in the movies. I think I want to set up the Bucky. Bucky, Squirrel Girl, Carnage, all of this. Daredevil adds synergy since Gamora is kind of good now. I agree, Sham. Daredevil on the Guardians deck helps a lot as well. Okay. Squirrel Girl, Carnage. Trying to get as many kills to decrease the cost of our death. It's funny how the movies can make you, I don't want to play the card because it sucks in the movies. It's true. I didn't play Captain Marvel for the longest time, even when other people were playing her. They've got Killmonger as well, cleaning up the squirrel for me. That's fun. Well, I mean, I could set up the Wolverine to get snipped by the Deathlock. But I could also alternate that. That makes Death one cheaper. Or I could play Deathlock now and then Wolverine later, which keeps Wolverine alive. And I could play Wolverine Killmonger together. If they're playing Killmonger, they might rack up enough destructions. Oh, what is happening? Soul Read after Soul Read, my friends. Brie Larson variant might be the most hated variant if it gets released. Sad but true. Poor Brie Larson. Can't catch a break. Juggernaut. Okay. And then the Daredevil. What is their game plan? How do they see this working out for them? Because I can now just play...
Enough said, Bo.
Like, that was actually... Looking at it now, this is better for us. Why wasn't I planning on doing this? The Juggernaut pushed us into a better line. The opponent is going to snap? And what is your grand plan, my friend, to be able to overcome my 15 power? If you play Destroyer, all your cards are dead. I'm going to snap as well. Show me. I dare you. Magneto. Pulling the Venom. Interesting. Okay. The Magneto. I was not counting on the Magneto. Very clever. Very clever. You know what? Good game to the opponent on that one. The game could even not be Marvel, and I would still play it because I like the idea and the mechanics, but being Marvel makes it even cooler. Yes, Blask, I agree. Like, the snap idea, the simultaneous turns, the really rapid gameplay is all great settings. But then having the Marvel IP just makes it even more interesting. Calendar Man as a card in DC Snap. DC has, like, the whole... They have so many villains that are just hilarious. I mean, I'm surprised that DC isn't trying to churn out more games as well. Okay, I'm actually going to play the Hood over here at Camartage to be able to get the Double Demon. Superman being a $6.99 cannot be destroyed. Superman is Exodia. You assemble the different pieces of Superman. Riddler could be cool as a card. There's a lot of possibilities. I kind of want... Hang on. Oh, what's the line that we like? Because we can spam out a lot of squirrels and then kill them, we can also buff this Sabretooth pretty significantly. And he'll return and maintain his buff, and he could be played to a different location. Kryptonite 0/0 turns Superman into a 0/0 card. Sham is like, I'm going to contact some game developer friends of mine. I think we're onto something. Let's go Squirrel Girl and Deathlock. Get the Sabretooth back to hand, kill the squirrels, cheapen the death. We're waiting for something similar that Hearthstone has, that is a custom cards on Reddit, but for Snap. Who wants to jump ship to DC Snap? There's already some posts on the Reddit about like bringing in other characters, but they're not that well developed.
Opponent snapped.
The opponent has snapped. So we play the Killmonger, and then we hit him with the Double Demon. Batman the card game. Honestly, that's how DC runs, is you could have just Batman the card game. Who cares about other DC characters? Exactly. You have all the Batman villains. You have Batman gadgets. You have the different districts of Gotham. There's enough there for its own game. Killmonger pops all the 1-drops. Ooh, death is free. I love it. So let's see, we'll casually play the free death, the free Sabretooth, the free, and then the full Chavez. I mean, end turns don't get much better than that. It irks me that they can't be creative with the recent Battle Pass cards. Miles Morales feels so generic. I mean, Miles is interesting to be able to feed off of the movement style in like a new way.
Victory.
But he's not like advancing the meta or creating a new archetype. And for this to be the release card, I was hoping for Thanos. I'm going to be totally honest. I was hoping that we were getting Thanos as the first. Thiago has become a member. Thank you, my friend. Love it. Glad to see you on the stream, Thiago. I thought that it would say like for like what level. I need to check on YouTube and my little notifications. But I very much appreciate the membership. Okay, this is a nice progression for us. Play the Hood, Squirrel Girl, feed the Carnage, Moon Girl, duplicates the demons. We aren't ready for balancing the universe yet. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, the Bucky and the Cloning Bats. I mean, as soon as you see the Cloning Bats with a self-destruction deck, you win, right? That's just how it goes. Batman is the youngest child that gets the best breakfast, and the entirety of DC gets the leftovers. Oof. Too true. Oh, but the TVA, why? The TVA, you're ruining my fun. I was queued up for an incredible game here. I still am, honestly. Let's play for some points here. Their lizard is a little bit annoying because it's quite efficient and I don't think I'll be able to fill up all the location. But now we get a 6 power Carnage back to hand,
Time's up.
which is pretty dang good. So then it is Squirrel Girl, Carnage, Demon. This is a little bit better than Bucky Carnage. Okay, there we go. There would be only some iconic cards like Car Woman, Batman, Robin, Mr. Freeze, and other irrelevant people. Yep. Yep. I love cloning vets with the self-destruction decks. They're just so much fun to pilot through. Dean Drew, this is the only Marvel game that makes boring characters good.
Victory.
It is pretty balanced, and like it's still fun to play. Like, I mean, I had no idea who the heck Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur were, but they were quite fun to play around with, especially in the very first meta that we had at the beginning of the beta. And now, have you guys seen this? Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur are like getting a TV show. I'm pretty sure it's a TV show. I'm like, what the heck was Marvel smoking for some of these? Oh, Dean Drew, like Squirrel Girl? Squirrel Girl has already had a lot of love. Isn't there a comic book line where Squirrel Girl defeats Thanos? They also did cool characters and make them boring, like Cyclops, that's fair. We've been lobbying for a Cyclops rebuild for a little while. This is so depressing. Sewer system and negative zone just bogging everything down. How am I supposed to punch through this? Squirrel Girl comics are awesome. I need to find the Squirrel Girl versus Thanos line and read through that one. I don't know about this Killmonger and how we time it out. Okay, I get a Venom. Hang on, chat. Will Venom, if I play him, be a 2-power? Well, he's eating the hood, which is not great, but I also just need some destructions to happen. Otherwise, I'm kind of toasted. I suppose I could go Squirrel Girl, Killmonger. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Batman's ability would be if Robin dies, add another Robin to your hand. That's so bad. Just a new Robin, and it's a new variant art of Robin as well. Squirrel Girl was in Marvel vs. Capcom, I think before. Squirrel Girl was in Marvel vs. Capcom? That's insane. Cyclops animation is too good for no ability. It is super depressing. But if I Dark Dimensioned the Killmonger, then I can't play my demon, and I want to... Well, I could play the demon behind him to Dark Dimension, I suppose. Kind of answered my own conundrum there, didn't I? Oh well. We'll see how this plays out. But I mean, they put a lot of effort into all of the starter card animations to be like, you know, really flashy and really engaging for new players. And then it's the higher level cards that haven't gotten enough love yet. But it seems like they're working on it. Wolverine, sure, jump to the next zone. So Venom, you're only a 5. Okay. Sure, buddy. Well, I'm gonna leave that Ronin... Hang on. Do I leave the Ronin alone, or can we actually win with it? Because the Ronin is only going to be a 2 strength. And this adds a 3? That's kind of hilarious. Devil Dinosaur is a hero? Yes, Devil Dinosaur. Yeah, Devil Dino is a combo with Moon Girl. They work together. What made me pick up the game was seeing someone play Cyclops and seeing the animation. No cap, really? Seeing the bzz, like the eye beam. It is sick. It is really sick. Oh, the Ironheart. No. Why would you do this to me, Ironheart? So are all the symbiote cards just meant to eat other cards? Right now, yes. We have Carnage and Venom, and they both have different effects, but they just eat other cards. Carnage eats the other cards and gains 2 power per card he eats, and then Venom eats all the other cards and takes their full power onto his body. Which is really fun when then you use Zola to break the Venom and then copy him to the other locations, and you just keep on having this super Venom. Splitting and replicating and empowering himself, very thematic. We can set up the Wolverine, nice and early. We get the Shuffle out of Atalan. Oh, but Bucky Barnes is just so much better. I don't think they should eat stuff, because it doesn't make sense as symbiotes are supposed to have a host, not eat the host. Well, it is an interesting distinction, right, Blask? Because they do... like... they use the host, but this is the card that like symbolizes them, right? So it's when they are in control of the host. So they have captured the host and now they are like fully in control, I think is the idea. Is Spider-Woman considered a symbiote? Her new art seems like it. But yeah, I don't know actually, Urko. Is the Spider-Woman always a symbiote? Or not? Because there are a couple other cards that have symbiote alternate art. But hers like really leans into it, right? I guess Carnage and Venom would be good with Squirrel Girl, Mysterio, and Ultron. The Ultron is an interesting take, Dean Drew, but yes. Carnage and Venom being able to eat Squirrel Girl and Mysterio, very good. Ultron being able to fill up the open spaces that they leave behind, maybe, but Death is a better finisher in my opinion. The variant is a symbiote version. Almost all characters have been a symbiote host in one way or another. All of them have had a meeting with a symbiote. That's fascinating. Just a symbiote variant. She's not normally one. Okay. The Cosmo symbiote is sick. I love the little doggy symbiote. He looks so mean. Let's see. Is it actually to our advantage to toss out the Venom here? The Venom would allow us to have cheaper Death by 2? Well, if we're gonna lean into it, we better make it cheaper by a lot, right? There we go. Dean Drew, they can't eat Ultron drones? No, there's no world where they would be able to eat the Ultron drones because the Ultron is going to be played as your last card, normally. But even if he's not, the drones will completely fill up the other locations, so you don't have space to fit in the symbiotes to be able to eat the drones away. I should have snapped. You know, this deck is actually doing really well. Outside of the game, which one do I like better, Venom or Carnage? Oh, man. I mean, it's probably Venom. Because, yeah, it has to be Venom. Mostly for, like, the OG Spider-Man movie nostalgia. I was the perfect age when those Spider-Man movies came out. I loved all of them. They weren't great movies. They're not great movies now. I don't necessarily rewatch them. But I loved seeing them, like, I was the exact target age to watch them with my friends, and so we liked them back then. And this song is not my tempo. There we go. Not as well as our Agatha deck. Sham? Doubt. I have doubt. What's the point of snapping in this game, Dean Drew? So the point of snapping is you're changing the stakes of the game. It's effectively a blackjack or a poker mechanic that you are playing against your opponent for cubes. Your total, the amount of cubes that you own determines your rank. And every time you start to play a game, you have to ante in 1 cube. And then if you snap, you're doubling down on saying that you're going to win. So the stakes are higher. If you lose, you go down more ranks, but if you win, you go up more ranks. So it's a very fun way of being able to kind of self-balance the game. If you hit a matchup that you just don't like, you can back out early and not lose as much. If you're in a matchup that you're very confident in, you can snap and then try and really put the pressure on the opponent. Bad movies are good movies for people who like them. So there's technically no bad movies. I'm with you, Blask. Because I have the same views as the Spider-Man movies as I do about Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. That was my Star Wars. If we're here for doing Psycho takes, Phantom Menace, my favorite Star Wars movie. There are bad movies, even by non-critic standard. Oh, we're getting some contention in the chat. Alright, we have Sabretooth for free now. Death is getting cheap. I wish that we hadn't been given this Patriot, because then we could get in here with some really cheap cards and use the Moon Girl to duplicate them. But I think the play instead is to line up the Sabretooth here and then throw down the Deathlock. This will make Death 3 points cheaper, taking her to only a 3 cost. We'll move the Wolverine somewhere else, and we'll be able to establish the Deathlock. The Deathlock getting the upgrade. You like the prequels? Yes, Urko is with me.
Enough said, Bob.
That's so good. Wolverine stayed on Xandar to be able to pick up that buff. That is actually so good for us. Chavez, I can't quite swing ya. But what are we anticipating the opponent is going to play? I feel like they're going to play Blue Marvel. That's just what my gut is telling me right now. So I'll play Demon over here. And then I'll play Sabretooth over here, and Death over here, and Hope. This takes me up to 15, which would be a tie. This takes me up to 13, which would be a win. Well, unless they play Blue Marvel right here to this location. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Never watched a Star Wars movie? Are you missing out? Oh. I feel like this is bait, Blask. When is the new season of Mando, though? I want to see the Mandalorian. Finally. The new season is next spring. And Ultron. I'm still waiting to be able to get Patriot to revisit our Ultron deck. I guess I should have stacked Death with over on Xandar. That would have given us the win. I really was not counting on the Ultron play at all. That blindsided me. But you know, Blask, just from like taking your question seriously, just from a cultural perspective of all the Star Wars memes and references, watching at least the original trilogy, I think that you would thoroughly enjoy it. Now, whether you go into the prequels or the sequels after that, and you want to wade down, you know, the rabbit hole of all those movies, is more debatable. The prequels I would still endorse. So I wholeheartedly endorse the original trilogy of Star Wars. Wholeheartedly endorse Rogue One. I like the prequels. That's a personal take. And then the sequels, take them or leave them. Don't watch the last 3 Star Wars movies. It's not canon. It is canon. I wish it wasn't. By the way, out of the blue, am I the only one who thought Bionicles were sick and they should have continued them? Yes, Blask. They were some of the best stuff that LEGO was doing. Bionicles were incredible. I had... Guys, I was the luckiest kid. My grandma got me the Lego Club subscription, so I got all of the Bionicle DC comics, every single issue, and it was what a time to be alive, right? What a time to be alive. KOTOR are awesome games. All right, so Urko, I'm trying to get my wife to play through KOTOR with me because she loves Star Wars, but she's not a big gamer. And the thing is that with the KOTOR games, there's enough like story focus that I can just kind of run the controls, and then she gets to have input on our story decisions to still like, you know, create the karma of the character. And it's been fun, but it's hard to find time. That's the main thing. Apparently we're getting a KOTOR remake at some point here, which I'm trying to imagine how that's going to work. Dean Drew wants me to petition Lego to bring back Bionicles again. Trust me, much bigger voices than me are doing it, and if they're not listening to them, I don't think they're going to care about me. Force Unleashed is the best Star Wars game? For what? What is this insane take? My friend, have you not played the Force, have you not played Jedi Fallen Order? This is blasphemy. Jedi Fallen Order is the best and we all know it. Typhoid Mary. And that's a card you don't see every day. Snap me. Unfortunately, we didn't get our... There it is. Guys, why doesn't Star Wars have a collectible card game that's doing a bang-up job like this one? Like, seriously, if they announced a Star Wars CCG, I would be on that in a heartbeat. Can we get Second Dinner and Ben Brode to get the Star Wars license on top of the Marvel license? I mean, they're all Disney, right? Right? Star Wars needs to step it up. They're slacking. The best thing they have going for them is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And I played that for a while, and that is, it's not where it needs to be. My wife is also not a big gamer, but she insists to play it. It Takes Two with you, even though the game's kind of hard to someone who barely plays anything but Animal Crossing and Sims. Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, it can be fun to do stuff together like that, but there's also like, there is a learning curve that if you game a lot, it's a lot easier to pick up these games. And if you don't game a lot, it's just harder to learn them. A lot slower. Not saying it can't be done. Dean Drew saying Unleashed is better? No, it's Star Wars. It's Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order is the best Star Wars game they've ever made. Thoughts of watching Rings of Power? Is it good? Rings of Power is not good, but it has good scenes. And that's about as it is. Like, Rings of Power feels like Lord of the Rings fan fiction. But I'm currently watching it, just because I have so much goodwill for the Lord of the Rings franchise that I had to give it a go. Right now it feels like Rings of Power is also just running too slow. Like, they're putting out enough hours of content to be one of these Lord of the Rings, be equivalent to a couple of the Lord of the Rings movies, but it's just not building into anything that feels big enough to warrant the budget that the Amazon poured into that thing. Do we need a Ben Brode card? We might need a Ben Brode card. Okay, so what you love about Force Unleashed is the insanity and scale of Force bringing down destroyers. I mean, that is fun, but Jedi Fallen Order also has some insane story moments as well that are really good. Okay, where do we go with this one now? The Moon Girl, unfortunately, doesn't give us good copies this time around. The hand is too full. So, The opponent is snapped. Yeah, that makes sense. They're in a good spot. I'm not gonna begrudge them their good spot. But I can take the power of these cards onto the Venom, cheapen the death, probably retreat from Mir Island. That's not looking great. If you don't care about the show being token quality, then Rings of Power is okay. That's about right. Sham's just here for the hot takes. We've got the Omega Red now. You're gonna hit me with the Onslaught. You're gonna disrespect me by smacking me with the Onslaught. Do we think that he has the Onslaught? I mean, here's the thing. Even if he has the Mr. Fantastic, he wins. Okay. We'll back out of that one. That one didn't set up right.
Escaped.
The problem with Rings of Power is the woke agenda they're pushing, trying to please a small minority. Too much woke currently. Don't understand forcing black people into every movie. It can be insulting for black people even. Marvel has proved that you can make characters like Black Panther. Yeah, exactly. Like Black Panther is an incredible character. You don't have to have the diversity casting absolutely everywhere. Win Pharaoh says rings are fine. But we're not even going to see a Ring of Power by the end of this first episode or that season. Spoilers. It doesn't seem like they could possibly even bring a single Ring of Power into the story. And so it's like, we're just like at the very, very beginning. So little is happening. And we get depth for free. That's incredible. The only thing that redeemed Rings of Power for you is seeing the dwarves in their golden age with the line of Durin. Seeing the dwarven mines is best. And also, just all the interactions with the dwarves and Elrond are really good. Like, Elrond is one of my favorite characters. Even though I hate his whole look, but his writing and his acting is quite good. I think I just go Deathlock here. Interesting that they got the arrow and I got the death. You know, Thiago, I did not see Sandman. I heard Sandman was really good. But I've not been able to check that one out. Okay, Moon Girl is great. So yes, I will copy Free Demons. They can't cast Hugo Weaving since he's too old now. Yeah, it wouldn't work. I know, like, the elf is never supposed to, like, they age very well, but it's just such a step down from Hugo Weaving, but that's kind of unavoidable, right? How much do we invest on winning Kiln, my friends? I guess we could go pretty hard. If we win it, then we're able to start stacking over here at Sakaar. Hang on. I was about to play Killmonger. Let's play our Killmongers. And then let's play our demons. Now let's see how this goes. The Rings of Power is fine the same way The Witcher was fine until you saw the Black Elves, not as a race, but as just normal elf. Yeah. Same with Triss and others. Sandman. I kind of hate that you're here, Sandman. I really hate that. I guess I play, well, I'm gonna play Chavez, but I could play Venom to eat this power and then spawn the soldier, but Chavez is gonna be a little bit better. Okay. One point away. What's their finisher? Usually it's like Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is usually the preferred finisher. But I think Chavez should win. They've already played the Magneto. There's no way they're running Giganto, right? Right? That'd be crazy. I don't know. They wanted to bring in Peter Jackson to direct, but then they ghosted him. I've heard different things about the Jackson involvement of like him not being interested or him being invited and then him not wanting to be there. It's like a whole mess. Maybe you have seen something clearer on that. But it is really sad that they couldn't get Jackson on board because he just knows it so well. He knew what worked in the movies. He was very true to Tolkien's vision of the book, and he made, frankly, I think the Lord of the Rings trilogy is the greatest cinematic achievement that we might ever see. Like the Marvel Infinity War saga is also up there, but the three Lord of the Rings movies were made at a time like they could never be made now, the way that they were done. They were made at the perfect intersection of getting the dramatic scope, the great CGI that actually lives up, but then also being able to be true to the source material. They interviewed Jackson. He was interested, but they didn't contact him afterward. That's so sad. That's so squandered. It's terrible. Here's the thing. If they come out with a Lord of the Rings collectible card game off of the Rings of Power, I'd still probably play that too, though. The Galaxy of Heroes people were making a hero collector for Lord of the Rings, but that one looks awful. They were like, yep, we're going to get the Lord of the Rings license, and it's going to be the most cash grabby thing you're ever going to see. I don't like that Polaris. Pulling us off to the side. We can go... I mean, I want to get Wolverine and Carnage to get the destructions ticking now. I just don't get how casting someone to play a mythical character can't even be a race thing. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Isn't that obvious? Yeah. I'm with you guys on this one.
Enough said, bub.
Wolverine to the negative zone. Actually quite good for us. Oh, but they've got the Magneto finisher with the Kingpin kicker. So we play Sabretooth. And honestly, because of the neg zone, I think that is destroy or Deathlock instead of Venom. You don't like the Black Orcs? That arrow screws us up so much. Oh no. May we never get to the point of that, Blask. Okay. I think we just retreat on this one. Throw the thumbs up. Back out.
Escaped.
Have I watched Arcane, Teddy? Yes, I have watched Arcane. It was incredible. And I agree. It felt like the really diverse appearance of Piltover was well done. Well put together. It felt balanced. The characters felt natural. They interacted with each other in realistic ways. Arcane really was awesome. I loved it. And I mean, I'm a big League fan. Not gonna hide it. I played League a lot in college, which was like the perfect time to be into League because everybody was into League, and then I've kept up with the pro scene. But yeah, they're also just basing them off of the characters in League. They have like canon to go off of, and so you're expecting the character to look the way that they are. But then it's really the acting and the performances and like the backstory on top of them that they add in that made Arcane really interesting, because you're used to only seeing the characters in the confines of the game. AFK player, you're also playing Self-Destruction? Ooh, we get the Squirrel Girl. It could be a good time for Squirrel Girl Killmonger, get that out of the way. before we play our demon. Do we use the leech, my friends? I'm wondering if we want to play the leech. They're also playing Sabretooth. Guys, nobody plays Sabretooth. I've got the Deathlock. Yeah, let's go for the Deathlock. And then put out... I mean, they probably have a Killmonger themselves, but... maybe we hold the demon in case they do have the Killmonger. We've got the Mysterio to help feed the self-destruction.
Enough said, bub.
So that gives them the 6-point Carnage. We bounce the Wolverine.
Enough said, bub.
And death is down to only 1 cost. It's so good. But now we don't have any other destruction pieces. So, leech me. Yep. I'm gonna be psycho and I'm gonna play the leech. Get him. Oh no, they got the Sabretooth around our leech. I wanted the leech to be able to tag it. Now if we leech their death goes up to full cost, right guys? I believe that's what should happen. Yeah, social media has just made the world so polarized and psycho. It's sad. Typhoid Mary. I negated your Typhoid Mary that you got out of the hub? Oh. What? My leech hits your Typhoid Mary that you got out of the hub. Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I think we're actually going to call the stream there. We've been alive for over 2.5 hours. We got started a little later than I wanted, so I think this is about where I'm hitting my limit. Gotta get my lunch, guys. So, we hit 90. We climbed incredibly effectively in the beginning. We got to have great fun with the Agatha deck, and then we were able to play our self-destruction here. And we mixed in pretty much all of our highlight decks. So, thank you everyone coming out to the stream. First appearance on Twitch. It has been a blast. We're going to work out the chat, try and get it going so that we get a conjoined chat, hopefully on the stream so that people can see it. And yeah, once again, thank you everyone who helped build the decks and hang out on the stream. Can't wait to see you guys for the next one, which I'm planning to be Wednesday. And I will have it scheduled on the YouTube channel. Till next time.